What's the deal, YouTube? What's the deal? What's the deal? What's the deal? Hold on, let me find my video in the background. Where we at? The Xbox One X, the Xbox One X, the Xbox One X, Microsoft. And again, let me refresh the page. I gotta get my headset. Give me 1 second. Let me refresh this. Hold on 1 second. What's going on, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen? Be so kind, hit the like button. We're gonna talk about something right quick. And I'm gonna start off by saying this. Hold on. Let me grab my headset first. Hold on. You're gonna like this here. Hold on. Oh my God. Got my headset. Here I come. 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 All right. I don't want this thing to echo off the mic. There we go. All right. There we go. Got my headset. All right. What's going on? Shout out to everybody in the chat. I want to start off by saying this, right? Just know everything that I do is for a reason. It's calculated. Some people took it as, again, oh, next gen's having a meltdown. And nah, I mean, like I said, this is YouTube, this is entertainment. But it was a serious message that I was trying to get across in that video, you know. It's something that I mentioned 2 years ago. Now, whether some of you guys choose to believe me, it doesn't even matter anymore, you know what I mean? And I'm not even claiming to be what you call an industry insider. That's not my thing, okay? You know, my opinion is my opinion, okay? Go sit down. I got you 1 second. Go sit down. My opinion is my opinion. I want to be clear at that, okay? My opinion is my opinion. But when I tell you something, many things, regardless of what you may hear about me, I'm not a liar. I have no reason to lie about video games. The only person I'm a liar is the judge and to my wife. Outside of that, it's not that serious. You know what I mean? Hold on. I'm looking for something I want to share with you guys. Let me make this a little bigger so you guys can see it. Now, again, sometimes I hear some things, you know, some things I don't even talk about, you know, I don't, you know, it's just not really that serious to me. And a lot of times, a lot of people feel comfortable speaking around me because I don't go back and run my mouth. I'm not looking for what you say for internet fame or YouTube fame, and you know what I mean, or trying to be the one to break the story. That's never been my thing, you know. Even with those next generation consoles, if those of you that have been around for a while, I was talking about them way before Kotaku's, the IGNs, and everybody thought I was crazy. You know, I didn't know what I was talking about. And they said, well, no, Microsoft and Sony are making Slims. I said Slims are not new consoles. Some of you that know, you know, what I'm saying, you know, some of you guys are new, and shout out to all my new supporters and new subscribers, you know. Now, this guy here, Z Huge. Now, I'm not a big fan of, actually, it's not to say that I'm not a big fan of his. I don't know the dude. You know what I mean? He's more of a Sony dude. He's one of those guys that come off as being neutral, but it's obvious that he's more of a Sony dude. It is what it is. I don't know what happened or whatever. I know for whatever, I've never tweeted the guy in my life, but he wanted this whole blocking spree of everybody that had the scorpion symbol in their name. And we did a video, like I said, making fun of him on BGST, but I can listen again. I don't care about tweeting people. I don't even know the dude. But if you know who Z Huge is, he's a part of the MPD. And I know some people, like I said, part of the MPD. I don't know if he's a direct, or maybe he may know someone. I think it's cost like $50,000 a month or something to get the official numbers to be a part of the MPD. Something like that, right? I mean, but anyway, so he posts the numbers. This is the numbers, man. You know, how a lot of sites get their numbers. They come from him here. I don't know who he is personally. I don't know, but he has the numbers. Anyway, it says here, Microsoft has also cut funding to the Xbox division. They no longer have a blank check for new projects. That can potentially help. It seems the future of the Xbox has already been decided. Don't expect the status quo to change anytime soon. Then I guess I don't know what he asked him. He said Microsoft won't sell the gaming division. So I want to touch on that. Actually, let me bring it back up again. I'll leave it there. Now again, most people don't think, think that Phil doesn't have you would think that Phil is all to be all when it comes to the Xbox division. But actually, Phil does have a boss, and unbeknownst to me, I thought Nadal I didn't know he was the boss, but someone, if I'm not mistaken, it is over Phil. And that's why I go back to my original statement and what I said. I would prefer the Microsoft to spin off the Xbox division, sell it or whatever, or let him stand on his own. You know what I mean? And when I said that there again, I got so much pushback. And no, what are you talking about? Yeah, listen, again, I tell you guys all the time, everything I say is for a reason. But you think I'm fanboying? And sometimes I tell you, sometimes the smartest joker in the room be the joker you think is the dumbest. You know what I mean? I sit back and take pride in that. You know what I mean? Like a lot of you guys think you know nothing about me. But you expose, you don't know me. A lot of people don't know I have a college degree. It's neither here nor there, but I'm talking about video games right now, right? It's called playing chess. So again, a lot of things I throw out there and see if it catch, and I sit back and I watch, and listen, you know what I mean? And again, a lot of people take my stuff, but it's not, I don't care. It is what it is. You can only do to me what I allow you to do. Trust me, my eyes are open. But anyway, get back to this right here, right? The Xbox division, so Microsoft has cut funding to the Xbox division. So this may be the answer, if true. I've heard things in the past, but if true, and Microsoft was unwilling to commit to AAA games outside of what's known to work for them, Gears, Forza, and Halo. By them being cheap, if this is true, okay? Because I don't know, I don't work for Microsoft. I know people that do, but it is what it is. If this is true, which I hope not, I pray not, that they're setting themselves up for failure, They're going to slowly choke the life out of the Xbox division. And what I mean by that is, okay, now this is without me screaming, all the fanboy and having fun, without the theatrics. Just listen to what I'm saying. Listen to what I'm saying, okay? When you think about the Xbox One, what do you think about? Halo, right? That was the big, because again, Microsoft prides itself on Xbox Live being the best multiplayer experience on consoles. Follow where I'm going with this, okay? When you think of the 360, what do you think about? Gears of War, that was a new online experience, you know what I mean? Boom. And when you think of the Xbox One, this generation started in 2013, right? It's going on 4 years. What is the next big exclusive from Microsoft? What? Just think about what I'm saying here. I understand you got Gears. I understand you got Halo. I understand you got Forza. We've had those already for 3 generations. What is the next big thing? Because you always have to create and evolve and adapt to what's going on. I'll give you an example. PlayStation 1. What would you say PlayStation 1 big exclusive was? But a lot of the exclusives to me that were big weren't made by Sony, but I like to like Metal Gear and Resident Evil. But I'm gonna move past that. PlayStation 2, you maybe had SOCOM, that was used for them, God of War, you know what I mean? PlayStation 3, you had The Last of Us, the Uncharted series, whatever the hell. Now, the PlayStation 4, you got Horizon Zero Dawn, and Spider-Man also coming, something new, something fresh, something big, okay? And for the Xbox One, we don't have that. And listen to what I'm saying, what's okay? I understand that we had Sunset Overdrive. This is what I mean. I understand that we had Quantum Break, all right? But we're not guaranteed to get a sequel. This goes back to what I said 2 years ago, that Microsoft is not heavily invested into those exclusives, which is going to be a problem. Now, if this is true, and if Microsoft has cut funding from the Xbox for whatever reason, okay? And maybe that's why we have the Xbox Play Anywhere, because they thought it would bring in maybe extra revenue, but it's not. It has not been a success, okay? It has not. Maybe that's why Microsoft backed away from so many third-party deals. I don't know. But I asked you guys, let's be realistic here. I asked you guys, I said, I know Donnie D, and I always accused of being a Donnie D fanboy, but no, I just say, he said, men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. Just looking at the numbers. right? And I asked the question again, what has Phil done for the Xbox since he's taking charge? Took the Connect out the box, okay, no brainer. What has been the big game on the Phil? You know what I mean? Because you guys said you don't want to talk about hardware, the graphics, you want to talk about games. We're going to do both, okay? What has been the big game on the Phil? I'm waiting. Actually, let me close this out here. Let me go to my actual dot. You know what I mean? Oh, shout out to somebody just left $10 in super chat. I'm looking at the chat now. Let me start sharing my screen. And whoever you left, somebody left with $10. I'll come to you 1 second, Pedro. Thank you, Pedro, for leaving $10 in super chat. Appreciate it. Again, my thing is, what is Phil? What you say? Well, Phil, what is the Xbox One S and what is the Xbox One X? That's what I say when people talk that fanboy stuff and don't know what they're talking about. Okay. The start of this generation, 2012, 2013, it got leaked that Microsoft spent over, I think it was $1.3, $1.4 billion with AMD, right? And you guys know they've been here for a while. I've done videos in the past. How can Microsoft spend an excess of $1 billion with AMD and come up with a weaker console? I didn't understand that. Listen, maybe I was falling for the hype of Mr. X and his secret sauce, but to me, it didn't make sense, right? But now we know that deal spread across several consoles or APUs or whatever the case may be, right? And I tell you guys this again, that's with anything. It's just the nature of business, because you had some people that were so dead set against Microsoft releasing another console. They've done videos and saying that, you know, that's why Microsoft want to take advantage of their customers. Look, they're not going to pull a Sega like Sony did. And I told you guys then, this is the nature of the business. They don't compete, okay? Because I remember they saying they had to show the console at E3 last year or talk about it, all right? Because if they don't, you know what I mean, you got to put in the gamer's mind that, hey, we're competing. We're getting our teeth kicked in. We got something that's coming next year that's going to be a beast. And so many of you guys said so many of you said I was wrong. As soon as Microsoft announced the new console, all you guys went out there and changed your goddamn emblems on Twitter to a Scorpio symbol. We have to be honest, okay? I'm not going to start screaming in this video, but we have to call a spade here, okay? And stop this fanboying. Listen to where I'm going with. Listen to what I'm saying, okay? Whether you agree or not, okay? My opinion is my opinion. Men lie, women lie, numbers don't lie. Listen, okay. So the nature of the business, we already have confirmation that the successor of the Xbox One X has already been planned out and thought about, okay? So back in 2013, it's not by mere coincidence that Sony and Microsoft comes out with these mid-gen refreshes, okay? It's not by accident, okay? Trust me, okay? It's not by accident, it's by design. And I don't have you know what I mean? People can say these mid-gen refreshes have been what we got in 2013. It is what it is, okay? You know, I think the problem is, well, I know the problem is that the 7th generation lasted far entirely to 8 or 9 years. That's not unhealthy. It's unhealthy. And the reason why is that because Sony and both Microsoft, Sony with the cell processor and the Blu-ray and the 3D stuff they heavily invested in, they didn't take off, and Microsoft with the red ring of death. So they wasn't in a rush to move the generation forward, okay? Because again, hardware costs a lot of money. Follow where I'm going with this, right? So again, the consoles come out, we all know. I guess with certain games, whatever the case, they would say they're not as powerful or should have been as powerful. It wasn't that big of a leap, big of a step, okay? And, you know, you think about now, 2013 or whatever the case, 1080p, 60 should be a normal, right? Or whatever the case may be, right? Fine. You get these mid-gen refreshes, okay? So when people say, well, listen, well, the X is on the field, not necessarily, okay? Because, again, nothing's by chance and everything's by design, okay? Microsoft, trust me on this, okay? And Sony, they're, you know, like I said, again, like I said, you're talking about $1 billion investment, okay? From the rip, okay? And then again, the Xbox One X is being mass produced right now as we speak, you know what I mean? And already, this is how business goes, they're starting to work on the next console. They're working on the next console. Now, when that console comes out, don't know. Depends on how long the Xbox One X and the PS4 Pro can get sustained their consumers without people complaining or looking forward to something else. Okay, listen. So I raised the question. All right, what has Phil done for us, Xbox guys? Right on the side here, and I can say under Phil, we don't have any true Xbox exclusives anymore. I can say that, right? Under Phil, I can say that we've had horrible marketing for the Xbox One. We can all agree with that. Under Phil, we have lost third-party agreements and deals and stuff, okay? Under Phil, you know. So I say that to say this, okay? The thing that Phil thought was going to work, Xbox Play Anywhere, which I said it wouldn't work, because listen what I'm telling you, console gamers, your core, don't care about any of that Windows 10 stuff, okay? Now, this is the truth here. This is not next gen and Character out there trying to sell this stuff. And no, it's not that big of a deal. No, it's a problem, okay? Because, again, you are in the business to sell consoles, and you have to leave value in what your product and what you're selling, okay? Yesterday, I did a video about, you know, Microsoft's biggest show at Gamescom was a PC exclusive. Age of Empire. You know, this whole hour show was over the top. Much better than their Gamescom thing, okay? And it's a PC exclusive. Now, I'm gonna say this. I don't care for RTS. This is not my thing. But you're gonna see where I'm going with this. The fact that the PC can get exclusive and have their own exclusives, and the Xbox, which we, the console guys here, we share all our games with Windows 10 and PC day and date, okay? Look what I'm going with here, okay? And I told you guys that they seem like there's more concerned in pleasing the casual and the PC gamers than they are worried about your core, the people that put you in the position that you're in right now. You know what I mean? The fact that, again, listen to what I'm telling you, the fact that they was allocate the resources or whatever the case to, like you say, Xbox One Enhanced, Disneyland, Rush, and Zoo Tycoon lets me know right now, like, yo, what are we doing? Like, again, just think about what you're saying. That someone's going to buy a $500 console, 4K TV HDR to play Disneyland, Zoo Tycoon, and Rush in 4K. Like, what are we doing? But you're going to give us Quantum Break. No, sorry, not Quantum Break. I'm sorry. Phantom Dust with the original assets. You couldn't find money for that to give us a proper next generation. You know, so maybe the game may have some legs and warrant a sequel. You know what I mean? You're going to give us that same game, same as that game, more or less, from 2000. I believe that game came out in 2004, 2003. And you wonder why I'm questioning the direction of this Microsoft? Cuphead, right? Listen to this, Cuphead. Looks amazing. Looks amazing. I think it's a great looking game. I'm excited for it. The fact that just, like, I guess maybe for the nostalgia purposes that you know, it reminds me of the old school cartoons I used to watch when I was younger. You know what I mean? I like the singer about the moon and energy. Listen, so I digress, right? But the game has local multiplayer, no Xbox Live multiplayer. If I'm not mistaken, this game was published by Microsoft. Listen to where I'm going with this, man. It's confusing to me. You advocate the Xbox One is the best place to play your games online. And here again, exclusive, whatever case you want to call it, coming out on your platform that has local multiplayer, but no Xbox Live multiplayer. Wow. So I digress, right? So anyway, I've heard this before. I've heard before that Microsoft the Xbox division doesn't have the budget that it once did. And that's why I said this. Everything that I tell you, or when I say on this channel, it's not by chance. I don't care how sporadically that I say it. I'm a stickler for this, okay? I'm a stickler. That I told you guys that I had more faith in the product when Bill and Steve Ballmer were there than I do now. That's why I said, because why? They believed in the product. And I told you guys that in the sixth generation, the Xbox got stomped out by the PlayStation 2. But I had more faith in the product because those guys believed in it. I don't have that same faith anymore. I told you guys, going back from the sixth generation, look at all the exclusives that we had on the original Xbox. You know what I mean? I could name for days. Even at the start of the 360 generation, I can name for days. And to today, all we have to guarantee the Gears, Forza, and the Halo. Maybe next generation, one of those get the axe. You know, maybe it might be down to this Gears and Halo. Who's know? Like, I don't know. And I tell you, this is a problem. It's not me just tripping or just whining, okay? There's nothing that any of you guys I can guarantee. It's not even about a money thing. 9 out of 10 of you guys, right, that complain and say I'm just damaged, you know, I'm bugging out when I'm flipping the script. I have spent more money. I put my money where my mouth is, okay? I'm not one to just go out this voicing their concerns and don't support the product. I don't. I'm not one of you guys, okay? I showed you guys an exclusive at the end of my video yesterday, right? I showed you guys this, right? Let me show you. I showed you guys this. Look. I showed you guys this, right? A lot of you guys didn't even know what the hell I was showing you. So there's nothing that you can tell me about this Xbox thing here. When I say I've been here, you know, throughout the test of times, I've been here. I've been a proud member of the Xbox, you know, a member since 2001, Xbox since 2002. I was a beta tester for Xbox Live. So it's nothing that you can tell me. So like, again, I'm not this YouTube channel who claims to be neutral. You know what I mean? And there's always just slams on the Xbox. I'm not just a Twitter profile where the Easter egg is my thing, and it's just complaining about the Xbox, the Phil and the Aaron. No. Okay. Listen. Listen. So when I listen, at the end of the day, I would thought after all this time, right? But you know, and not that I care, but it is what it is, right? Because it's funny. Nobody really agrees with what I say until it happens, and everybody gets on board with it. That's why I told you maybe it's not the content of my character, but maybe what the color of my skin. Because you guys thought I was crazy last year when I was talking about this console about 4 months before they was announced. You know what I mean? You thought I was crazy. Like I told you guys before, since I've been doing this, I met some people. I know some people, okay? And a lot of times I am privy to a lot of stuff. It's not a big deal to me, you know what I mean? And I'll tell you guys this all the time again, that you'd be surprised who watches your videos, because look at it like this, right? Maybe you understand when I say it like this, right? That before, these companies, whether it's Microsoft, Sony, Nintendo, we have to pay people like Michael Patcher, whoever, to go out and collect data or whatever, right? To see what the average consumer, that's if they took the surveys, thought about their product, right? They don't have to do that anymore. Whether how big your channel, whether how small your channel, Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo can go to YouTube and see what the everyday gamer, average gamer, you know what I mean, that's not being paid by whoever else to promote something that thinks about their product, okay? And that's valuable data for them. So I tell you, you'd be surprised who watches your videos. I'm not just saying it to say it. I maybe had 100 subscribers for what I was talking to developers. They just thought you know, I was funny. You know, I mean, I was saying some real stuff. And I became cool with certain people at certain companies. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I never really made a big deal about it before. Like I told you guys before, I never really was a big deal to me who bought me video games. You know what I mean? And maybe that's why they kind of felt so comfortable around me. And again, I have a really, really good friend. I told you guys before, our family have taken 2 vacations together. I mean, many guys stick of Steve's now, you know what I mean? And, you know, so, you know, they know I won't sick because it's not a big deal to me, you know what I mean? Some of you guys don't, and I don't care. I'm not even trying to prove that point anymore. It doesn't matter to me, okay? But what I'm saying is this, is that when I say that it's a problem, I'm coming from a true Xbox fan, you know, I'm talking like I said, it's a problem. I'm not just saying it to say it, you know, the routes and feathers here, you know. If you want your company, your preferred console to do better, you have to be honest and be critical of them, you know what I mean? You know, so, you know, to me, it's a problem when Shannon Loftus takes the stage and she says that, and she shows off, you know, Zoo Tycoon, Rush, and Disneyland for the casual gamers, and Super Lucky Tail. That's not your core audience. That's Nintendo's audience there. Like I said, like they feel like they have lost their identity, you know? You understand where I'm going with this, okay? You know, that's not what I think, you know, the Xbox, maybe, you know, mid-20s to 25 to 30, you know what I mean? I'm not saying, I'm not knocking those. They may like those games. That's not what I'm saying, but that's not your core audience there, okay? Realistically speaking, you know what I mean? So if this is true, and I've heard this before, right? That they have severely slashed the budget, you know, over there at the Xbox division. And that's why Microsoft was unwilling to even lock down a lot of these exclusives or deals. and they don't want to take a financial risk on anything outside of Gears, Forza, and Halo. If that is true, I'm not saying it's true because, you know, then Houston, we have a problem. Houston, we have a problem. You know what I mean? We do. You know, so I don't want to hear about, well, they cut off. You know, they're not doing third-party marketing deals because you know they're gonna spend that on exclusive. What AAA? What are we getting? You know, like what? And I'm trying to hear, but well, the Pro didn't launch. What? I don't care about the Pro. I'm an Xbox guy, okay? I don't care about that. It's not me damage control. I can care what my neighbor's doing. No, it's what's going on in my household. You know, it's not cool for me. And I'm saying, and when it's Xbox fan, when this became acceptable, complaints like, come on, man. That's all that I'm saying. I'm not bugging. No, listen, I've been saying this for 2 years. I mentioned this 2 years ago. You know what I mean? I said the same thing I'm talking about 2 years ago. There was a problem. So those of you that have been here for a minute, you know what I'm talking about. I've said this 2 years ago, that there was an issue. It was 2017. Whenever the hell they canceled and closed Lionhead Studios down, you know what I mean? I said it was a problem. You know what I mean? That and again that we're this direction that they're going into, right? You know, that's huge. You know, I heard, well, this wasn't making money. My thing, like, why? What are you talking about? A $1 trillion company? Why are you concerned about their money? Like, you're bugging. Like, stop. You know how crazy you sound? Like, you talking about their money and like that. Like, come on. Listen, we all listen. Let me say this again, okay? We're gamers and we all are biased to today. I don't care what you may say. I'm going to know. Everyone has their preferred platform. I don't care what it is. Whether it's down to your children, whether it's down between your wife and your mistress. Listen, it's only right and it's only natural. Now, listen, tell you the truth. I'm an Xbox dude, okay? You can call me an Xbox, whatever you want to call me, fanboy, whatever, okay? But I told you I'm a consumer first, okay? You know, I'm not so much of a fanboy, what do you call, that I'm not gonna play something awesome on the PlayStation, or if Nintendo has something that I like, I don't care for the arsenal of games, I would buy one, you know what I mean? I'm not one of those dudes, those zealots, you know what I mean? I'm a gamer, you know? Well, I'm an Xbox, well, listen, you call what you want. But I spent more money with Sony when they dropped the Pro than most diehard Sony channels did here. So there's nothing you can tell me about this thing here, man, about gaming. I've been doing this for a long time. I've been playing video games since most of you jokers thought boogers was candy. Fact. You know? Oh, he don't play no games. I tell you guys all the time, believe nothing in what you hear and half of what you see. I don't play no game, but I'm always owning somebody. No, I mean, it's crazy. But that's neither here nor there. So anyway, back to what I was saying, right? I'm getting off topic here. I hope this is not true, you know, and if it is true, may God have mercy on us all. You know, it's unhealthy. You know, who was ever making the decisions down there, obviously, they don't have no experience in the gaming realm, okay? All businesses are different, okay? You know, you think about you being cheap when it's like, come on, man. That's not the answer. You got to spend money to make money, you know? You have to invest in games like Quantum Break. That's what I gave Sony their credit for. Sony may be horrible at business, right? Everything else is chilling, but they rocking and rolling in the gaming division right now. And Ian Watson said, Yoshida, I'm sorry, said that if they release 10 exclusives, only 3 will make money. You know what I mean? Only 3 will make money, you know? Uncharted didn't become the huge success that it was until the 4th installment. Now everyone's Uncharted crazy, you know what I mean? Here where I'm going by this, okay? Naughty Dog, boom. Took 10 people and started on The Last of Us, okay? And you guys were damn, no, the 343 didn't. What are you talking about? How long was the turnaround between Halo ODST and Halo Reach? How long was the turnaround between Halo ODST and Halo Reach, okay? I talked to 4, I'm not saying I know them, but best of friends, but I talked to 4 guys over there, sometime over there at 343. Okay, you know what I mean? It is what it is. You know? Well, no, all the 343 wants to work on his Halo. It's not the truth, man. It's not. So don't say things like that. You know? Let me tell you what, and again, I'm going to close the show with this. And I am paraphrasing here, and maybe I might be off with a word or two. This certain guy, the words were said to me, I'm an artist at the end of the day. I stayed behind for job security. I had twins, had home insurance, I got a car note and stuff like that, okay? It's not because I love Halo. That's Microsoft, and it's not my game. My thing is to create. I stayed behind because of, job security. And at the end of the day, when you don't let artists create and make something outside the box, that's what it is at the end of the day, you know what I mean? Gonna become unhappy. It may be over some other things, but that's what starts it, okay? You look what happened with Bungie, okay? Who said, well, they didn't want to be owned. It's not really the case to be because they wouldn't hop in bed with activists, right? You see where I'm going with this, right? And if you don't agree, whether you like Destiny or not, that's still subjective. We can't deny that that was the biggest multiplayer thus far this generation, more or less. Give or take. Destiny's huge. And you had that under your roof. That same game that they wanted to create was already under your roof. And that left. So when I tell you that it's not true that it can make other things outside of Gears, Forza, and Halo, that's not my opinion. That's coming from the horse's mouth. Now, whether you choose to believe me, I don't care. Doesn't make a difference. Listen, trust me, that boat has came and gone and sailed, okay? You know what I mean? Shout out to Judge Judy. She said Xbox isn't Xbox anymore next gen. You are a fan of something that doesn't exist anymore. Maybe you're right. You know what I mean? I'm in love with a woman that will never love me back. Maybe you're absolutely right. I'm in love with something that may never love me back. That's the cruel thing about life. But I'm holding out hope. Maybe. 2018 will say it all. If we don't see nothing new, AAA wise, from Microsoft at 2018's E3, it's a wrap. The Xbox One X is just a multi-plat box. It is what it is. I make no calls about that. It's multi-plat now. I got one. Like I said, I've always said, look, I'll tell you it again, that I would rather play a AAA multi-plat than a garbage exclusive any day. It's not my job. Nobody told me, well, it's Jen, we got to go out there and buy support Phantom Dust and Voodoo Vince. I supported them for the original Xbox, okay? It wasn't the answer then, and it's not going to be an answer now. Come on, it's not my job. It's Microsoft's job. It's not my job to go out there and buy everything. Hey, come on, man. I'm done with that. Look at my gamer profile. You know how many Connect games I done bought for the kids that still that was in the plastic? That's not my job, man. Come on, bro. Sound crazy as hell. Like, wake up. I became a fan of the Xbox for them always pushing the envelope forward for us technology. The fact that I had a hard drive in the console, I could put my music CDs in there and rip it. Xbox Live blew my mind. They was always pushing the envelope forward. You know what I mean? That's what made me an Xbox fan. Like it's crazy. We got to stop again, man. It's not our job, okay? Because believe it or not, let me tell you what's real. You want to know the real thing, and I'm gonna close the show with this, right? For all that non-profit work that you're doing, hyping up a product, right? All of what you're doing. And if you understand when somebody's a slap in the face, when Phil came out there and said he don't appreciate the console war and this, that, and the others, that's what this joke here is. I don't know where he come from Mars. And listen, there will always be, I said then, there will always be some form of console war. It is what it is. That's just the nature of man, wants to validate their purchase. Now, whether how stupid you think it is, listen, we all brag and boast about something that we got that's better than the other. That's been going on in the days when I was in elementary school, and who was better, Sonic or Mario? That's just the nature of man. If you think I'm bugging, go over to the AV forums. They're arguing who has the best 4K TVs, LG or Samsung. Listen, go to them car forums. Who has the faster car, Acura? Listen, that's not going to stop, okay? You got to be realistic here with that, okay? But the fact that you do all that non-profit work, okay, when you know there's an issue, because I talk to some of you Xbox guys, I talk to you all, from the biggest to the smallest. It's an issue, but you don't want to piss off your loyal fan base. Forget it. They're going to love you. They're going to hate you. You know, the same people that be. Let me tell you what I learned today. Listen, let me tell you, I learned the game from West and West. How you say, West and West? You can never check me. Look, the same people that have hyped you up in your video, go to the comment section of somebody exposing you. They be in that same video laughing at you, calling you an Xbox. Like I said, I learned this thing a long time ago. You know what I mean? A long time ago. Like I tell you guys before, listen. I'm an Xbox guy. You know what I mean? But if Microsoft does something wrong, I tell you this again, I don't have a problem calling them out. So I don't act like some of you guys act like you're so shocked. Like I gotta be sent back to the factory to be reprogrammed again to be an Xbox fan. You guys are bugging with that, man. Like stop. You know, listen. Don't wake up before it's too late and the doors is closed and say, you know, that you may have spoke up. You know what I mean? Don't wait. You know, look. Listen, not to even take out a shot at Nintendo guys, but the fact that, because I remember this is the Nintendo that we have. I'll give you an example, right? I'm going at this. The Nintendo that we have now to today is not the Nintendo that I grew up on. You know, what got me into gaming. Okay, so when I tell people back then that some of Nintendo's best games was not made by Nintendo, they were made by third party. Because well, Nintendo has never been about third party. You're lying. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. When Nintendo has never really been about graphics, and performance, you're lying. You don't know what the hell you're talking about. The Nintendo 64-bit, all about graphics. The Super Nintendo, all about graphics. Listen to what I'm telling you, okay? Is that when you become complacent and not voicing your opinion, you know, they say, oh, they're cool with this. It is what it is. You know, I'm just being honest. Do you guys know that the Wii, even though like I said the Wii was a huge success, it appealed to non-game, not even the casuals, because my grandmother has too. But the Wii was supposed to be an attachment for the GameCube. You know, Nintendo took a shot in the dark and it worked for them. And I kind of, at the end of the day, it kind of sucks because I missed the days of the big three going out and competing for our dollars. But then they say, well, I don't need third. What are you talking? Why do you tell much you don't need third-party games on your Switch or whatever console they come out with? You're complaining about having more games? Games. You're a gamer, right? You are a gamer, right? So when people say stuff like that, I can't take them serious. Like, bro, you're bugging. You are a gamer. Why are you complaining about having more games or you don't want more games? Same with Xbox guys. What are you talking about? You don't want 343 to make sure out. You're complaining about getting more games? Will we do that? No, it's not. How long was the turnaround from Halo ODST to Halo Reach? You don't know what the hell you're talking about. And I blame myself for a lot of this shit because I sit back and I be quiet and I mute my mic and I laugh. Last year, when those new consoles was announced, before they was announced, I muted my mic when these people used to argue me down in the comments and they didn't know what the hell I was talking. I would sit back and I would laugh. I would laugh. I was like Noah out there building the ark. I'm out there building the ark, right? Do. Oh, look at this guy there building that boat. You know what's coming, though. You know the flood is coming. Do. I got to sit back and laugh, man. You know? That's why I said maybe it's not the content of my character. My character is the color of my skin. And I say that jokingly. I don't know what else it could be, man. You know? But so like digressing, I say this though. I say that to say this. Back to the initial statement. This is my daughter. Oh yes, Mom. Yes.
Daddy.
Yes.
I got off at work at 9:45 and I'm trying to answer.
Okay, you get to work at 9:45. No problem. I'll see you then. I'm sorry. So anyway, so again, like you know, I'm not. Now I lost my train of thought. My daughter called me. I had to pick up from work. I'm not again trying to prove something. If you choose to believe it or not, okay. What I'm saying is, don't wake up before it's too late and saying, you know what, we should have voiced our opinion and get complacent in what they're giving you. You know what I mean? Before it's too late. That's all that I'm saying. You know, that's all. It's okay. You know deep down in your heart that Microsoft had a better showing of Age of Empire than they did for their own new console, something that's coming to PC, Steam and stuff. If you say that I'm making like, bro, you're lying. I don't care about Germany being a huge PC. I don't care about it. I'm an Xbox dude. I'm an Xbox guy. They're advertising a PC exclusive on my Xbox dashboard. Wake up. And this is your boy Next Gen 720. I'm sorry, I didn't want this video to be this long. But before I go, I wanted to say this. I'm starting something new. I'm gonna tell you this again, you know what I mean? I create a bunch of stuff all the time, you know what I mean? But broadband bullies, get down with us. I'm looking for podcasters, streamers, smaller YouTubers for us, by us, you know what I mean? And I showed you guys some new guys here, Xbox. I had a bunch of new people that I'm rocking out with. King's Blood, Post Up, just, you know what I mean? Dope, got a dope little crew. Next Gen got an eye for talent, you know what I mean? Come rock out with your boy, man. Get down, make a little pledge, and join Broadband Bullies. I'm out of here. Thank you all that have been rocking out with me in the chats and super chats. Hit the like button. You know, sometimes the truth hurts. Sometimes it does, man. But we have to be honest. Listen. If you want things to change and you want things to get better, you know, you have to be honest. And if you don't, you know, shame on you all.